Hello friends, welcome to another craft video. Today we will be making an Americana inspired mason jar craft. And I started ahead of time by painting my mason jar with some navy blue acrylic paint. And I have two coats on here, and the reason I did it ahead of time is because we need the jar to be completely dry. So the paint recommended that you dry the project an hour in between coats. So put your first coat on and let it dry, and then you can apply your second coat. And then I let it dry for 24 hours before we're going to do the next step. You want to take just a little bit of sandpaper. It doesn't have to be much. I have just a small piece here, and we're going to just kind of distress it a little to make it look kind of vintage. And so anywhere you want, the raised edges specifically will be great for kind of sanding off and giving it a little weird look here and there. And I think I'm happy enough with it. I didn't mind the full painted look, but I have scarred it up a little bit. And the next step, when you're done sanding it down to the look you like, is taking some ribbon. I'm using some red and beige checked to put onto my jar. And you want to just glue it in place. So just decide how you want your jar to be. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and dab a little bit of glue on here. And I'm going to dab a little bit on the underside as well. Glue that down and put the other piece on top. There. And that should hold it in place fine. If you find it doesn't, you can add some glue in another spot as well. But we've just got that on there. And now I'm going to take a little bit of twine, and I am going to put a tiny bit of Scotch tape on the end, because as you know, it kind of frays and unravels, and what I want to do with it after, I will need it to be, I'm going to thread it through my star here, and it's not going to fit through the hole if I don't kind of bind it back together. So just a little bit of tape so that it's kind of like a shoelace. And I'm just going to snip a little bit. And that should go through the hole now. So I want to just take some twine and tie a little knot here, just to kind of hold it in place. Tie a little knot in place wherever you would like the front of your jar to be. Okay. So I have a little bit of twine here, and just moving it to where I want it. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to take my twine and I'm going to thread through this little hole on the star. Okay, once you have it in, you can decide how you want to place it. If you just want it to hang on the twine high, low, if you want there to be a bow or a knot. And let's see. Okay, I decided to go ahead and do a bow, and I'm just going to put a little dab of the hot glue back here to kind of hold it where I want it, because it's a little heavy and it's flopping around a tad. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to take and put a little knot behind here so that my star stays in place and it doesn't slide off and I lose it off of the twine. There. So far this is what I've got. Next I'm going to take some pipberry garland and I'm just going to slide it up under the twine, and I'm going to cut a few little pieces off of here with some pliers. You could also use some good scissors if you had those, and I'm just going to slide it up under there. And the nice thing about the pipberry garland is it is a wire in there, so you can twist it and shape it however you would like it to be. So I'm and one more piece. And fiddle around with it however you'd like. The garland is twistable and bendable with the wire, so you can shape it however you like to something that you're satisfied with. And if you want, you can glue it in place, but I'm satisfied with it just as it is. I think the twine will hold it in place fine. So I've fiddled with it enough. I'm going to leave it like so. You could put flowers in the jar with some water because we put the paint on the outside, so it is not going to harm the flowers in that way. I didn't scuff mine up much with the sandpaper. If you want yours scuffed a little more to give it more of an antique look, that's something you might like. You could put pens and pencils in there, set it on your desk. You could put it on your counter with some wooden spoons and utensils that you need. Maybe you want to decorate your table for a 4th of July cookout and put some nice flowers in there, or your rolled napkins and silverware for your gathering. Possibilities are endless. But I do hope you enjoy the Americana inspired mason jar craft, and I look forward to seeing you again soon on one of our next craft videos. Have a great day.